The final way of metering with the Pentacon 6 metering prism is in fact full aperture metering. This actually sounds the most sophisticated, though I find it the slowest way of working, so I don't normally use it. Now, for full aperture metering, you need to know the maximum aperture of your lens. Here with the standard lens it's f2.8, and then we look at this dial here, which has numbers on it. We rotate this dial and it will click in at 2.8 or 3.5 or 4, 4.5, 5.6, whatever the maximum aperture is of the lens on the camera. So today it's 2.8. So we've put that on 2.8. Alright, we've set the film speed, of course, advance the shutter as usual, turn the meter on. We do not need to press that lever on the front of the lens this time. We are in fact metering. It varies depending where I point it at. But now I just need to rotate this dial, and you may see that the needle goes from fully underexposed to fully overexposed. When I get the index or the needle on the index point, then the exposure is spot on, and I can either read it off here. I should say that if the camera is not against my eye, then I probably should close this window at the back, for instance if I'm working on a tripod, to prevent light getting in and falsifying the reading. But in fact I was holding it against myself, against my body, so there wasn't a problem. So I've found the right exposure. In fact, I have found the range, because now I see that at 2.8 I can have a 60th of a second, or at f4 I can have a 30th. At f5.6 I'd need a 15th of a second. At f8 I'd need an 1/8 of a second, etc. So, depending on various other factors, I can choose the combination of shutter speed and aperture that I want. Any of those will give me the correct exposure, so long as I pick up the one opposite the corresponding number. So if I want a 30th at f4, I'll set this on a 30th, set that to f4, fire the shutter, and we're done.